So far in this course, all of the pivot tables I've shown you have had a single data field in the values area of the pivot table. In other words, the body of the pivot table has only contained a single type of data, such as number of customers acquired, sales, and so on. In this movie, I will show you how to add a second data field to the values area of your pivot table. I'll use the more than one sample file, which you can find in the Chapter 2 folder of your exercise files archive. This pivot table contains data about new customers acquired for each of 4 regions for the years 2012 and 2013, with the yearly data broken down by quarter. If you look over in the pivot table fields pane, you can see that I have a 5th field, sales, which is not currently displayed in the body of the pivot table. Now, sales data takes on the same role as customers, so I could pull out the customers field and put sales in its place. But instead, what I'd like to do is display both of them in the body of the pivot table. And to do that, all I need to do is drag the sales field from the Choose Fields to Add to Report area and put it in the Values field here in the bottom part of the task pane. So I have it below the customer field right now. I'll release the left mouse button, and you can see that the pivot table expands to include the new data. So I have sum of customers and sum of sales for the East region, again broken down by quarter. Then I have it for North, South, and then West is over to the right. And again, the data is broken down by quarter and by year for 2012 and 2013. And if I want, I can change the order of those two fields. So I could drag sales above customers, and doing so would rearrange the data inside the body of the pivot table. So that's all there is to it. If you find that your pivot table works well summarizing 2 data fields at once, then simply add a second numerical field to the values area and work with your data normally.